Alright, let's give this a try. Can people see me? Can people hear me? Gold is over 2,600 US dollars, a new all-time high. I don't even know if people can see me. Am I going live? Am I buffering? Have absolutely no idea. But you are watching Good Morning Stackers, the weekend edition. Can you hear me? Can you see me? I have no idea, but post a comment below. Yes, this is the cruise ship edition with me, Joe Main. But in the first 1 minute of the show, we've got any comments, anyone watching whatsoever. That's okay. Am I working? Yeah, I've got a few eyes on me. Oh, that is fantastic. Post a comment below. I could be buffering, but weekend edition of Good Morning Stackers. Oh, of course. And we've got the overhead announcement. This is probably going to die in the butt completely. 1 second. Oh, yeah. I don't think this is going to work, but we'll give it a go. Ladies and gentlemen, can you post a comment below? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Well, 7 people watching. How about I do this? Get your comments in. I'll see if they can come in right now. Of course, naturally, we get the announcements. So I'll wait until everyone's in, and then we'll do what we call the synchronized slurp. That's where you grab a tasty beverage. I grab my tasty beverage, and we'll slurp and synchronously. We'll take a look at gold, silver, etc. This ain't gonna work. Do I need to do this from my room? That's quite possible. But here we are on the cruise ship. Check this out. This. I should do it from that way. That's cooler. Maybe I'll do that. Probably not. Alright, people. Give me a sec. Post a comment below if you can see me. I've got 8 people watching. I'm not getting the comments through. Let's see if it's coming up through here. Ah, there it is. Okay. I can see all your chats. All your chats are only from YT. Okay. I know. What a life, eh? Give me a second. I may have to do it this way. Yeah, I can see your chats, but not coming up in the usual thing. Give me 1 second. Let's wait until announcements over. Sorry, gang. Can everyone see me and hear me okay? Am I buffering or anything? Let me know. I'm literally watching myself on the delay here. Sorry, gang, for the noise. Alright, we'll do some shoutouts, etc. Yes, I am coming to you from a cruise ship, and we'll do the usual gold, silver, and platinum analysis, and we will do a late synchronized slurp, but I just want to see if it was all working. I can't show the comments, unfortunately, because they're not showing up on this system. Yeah, no, can't show all the comments, but I'll just have to read them out. Of course, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Mark Flores says, did anything interesting happen in the PN market today? Did it? Lance says, Boca Tove. Boca Tove? What's Boca Tove? You got to tell me what language that is. GMS, Mark, Florida. Great to be here with you. PDX from here at PBI. GMS says, Silver Fox. Jason Ashworth. Morning, Joe. Morning, Jason. Jason. Nackers O'Reilly. GMS. Richard Pinn says, what a life. What a life indeed. 5x5, loud and clear. Oh, that's good. My yacht. Yeah, it's my yacht. Hey, everyone, this is my yacht, everyone. This is my yacht. And everyone's just a, what you call it, a passenger on my yacht, and they pay me handsome money. And the announcements are gone, I think so. Jason Ashworth, need to find something to slurp. Yes, Fair Star the Fun Ship. Fair Star the Fun Ship. I remember good old Fair Star the Fun Ship. Hey everyone, all good on my side. And Nackers O'Reilly says, all good. Okay, so not your traditional start here, but that's okay. And I just can't see your comments coming through on the normal thing. So what we'll do right now, let's do the synchronized slurp. You grab a tasty beverage. You want to see my nose right there? I grab a tasty beverage, and we slurp our drinks synchronously on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Do it. Yes, I'm coming to you from a cruise ship. It is the Pacific Adventure, the P&O cruise ship Pacific Adventure. We are currently traveling, it's just a 3-day cruise from Sydney. So I flew into Sydney yesterday, got flown into Sydney yesterday. This is a last minute entertainment gig. You know, I'm a lead singer, so I got a call on Monday to say that the singer that they did have couldn't do it due to some things, and could I jump on board at the last minute? And I said, yeah. Yeah, I had to do the give me an hour and let me check. You know, hey, honey, can I do this and blah blah blah. Do we have anything locked in? Can Grandma and Grandpa go and do this, that, and the other? And the answer was a yes. So flew up to Sydney yesterday from Melbourne. Popped on the ship yesterday afternoon, roughly. Did a show last night, so it's an 80s cruise. So I am with a band called Forever 80s. If you look them up, fantastic 80s band, been around for a while. Forever 80s, and it's an 80s themed cruise as well. And I'll show some pictures if I get a chance. And now I get to relax for the day, do a bit of a sound check later on, and then tonight we're coming from the top deck, the Lido deck as they call it on cruise ships, and we're doing another huge couple of sets of 80s tunes. And I'm going to show you, if I can find it, I'll show you my costume. It was pretty interesting. It was pretty cool. So that's it. Let's get some more comments and let's just do gold, silver, platinum analysis. And I'm here on the ship tonight, and then I've got a full day off tomorrow. So I just got, Sunday is a day off. Don't have to perform Sunday night. And that's it. And then go home on Monday. So let's see. Good morning. Where are you traveling to? Yep. Chris. Chirping since 88 says, did you do well with crypto? Laugh out loud. Crypto. Yes and no. So sometimes yes, sometimes no, just like, most people, I guess. All right, let's get straight to it, shall we? I'm going to share the screen. And I'm glad, it's great to see everyone's on board and, I'm not on board this ship, and everyone's can see me and everything. So let's share the screen right now. Let's do gold, silver, and platinum analysis. I'm going to take this out of my mouth. How rude of me. I'm just in cruise ship mode. I apologise. And who am I? I'm Joe Main. I've worked in the precious metals industry in Australia for 11 years, been a stacker for longer than that. Now I do this show week daily. Normally, hit the big red subscribe button to join the GMS family. You get a warm and fuzzy feeling when you do. And occasionally, I've been an entertainer for 25 years and I get whisked away to do this kind of stuff too. I did come to you from Singapore a couple of months ago as well, if you remember that deck chair stream. So let's do... Oh, of course, the show is brought to you by Perth Bullion Exchange. You can't see it right now because it's in the background. Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au. Right about there you go. Perth Bullion Exchange and WealthStack, wealthstack.com. You'll hear a little bit more about those later on. So let's share the screen. Let's take a look at gold. Gold on the weekly time frame, price in USD 2,621. Okay, as I said, now if it's getting too loud, just let me know because it is getting a bit rowdy up here. People are already having their morning alcohol. Not for me in the morning. So here's gold. Weekly time frame, USD 2,621. And the weekly time frame using the tradingview.com website. So as you can see, we've closed the week. Fantastic. Closed the week. Brand new all-time high, 2,620. And we are very, very clearly being sucked up like a magnet to the mother of all trend lines. If you're watching this as a brand new person watching live, you're not a subscriber, you've never seen one of my shows before, this is the mother of all trend lines right here. Going all the way back to 1980. Okay, there's the peak in 1980, there's the peak in 2011, and that formed this mother of all trend lines, the Moatl, as I call it. And you can see very clearly where we were talking about the mother of all trend lines, down here-ish, because it is going to be a significant area. Now, is it a significant area of resistance, or will we sail through and then it becomes a significant area of support? That's what you really want to see. You don't want to see resistance, really. I just think it may act on, at least on the shorter time frames. What you really want to see, obviously, because you're in the precious metals, you want to see this get cracked whenever that happens. It may not happen here. If it happens here, you want to see it get cracked and then come back as test as support. That's a very, 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 very bullish sign for gold over the longer term. But as I said, getting really sucked up to that mother of all trend lines right there. And I said it would hit at around about 26.50, give or take $20, because it just depends on the time frame. Because this is as this is an ascending line, the further in time you get, the higher the line gets, obviously. So 26.50-ish, give or take $20. That's the quarterly time frame. Look at this quarterly chart right here, and at the end of this month this candle right here will finish and we'll start a new one. It's looking very interesting. I did suggest, and I think it's pretty obvious, what I think is going to happen, and I could be completely wrong, and this is just my feeling. I think we're going to touch this on the monthly time frame. I think we will not, my guess is we're not going to break it and hold above it this month. Now, if that happens, it's very bullish, okay, in my opinion. But I think, like most things, because this again the quarterly chart right here, I'll show you that again. This tends to be, I think, you'll have a touch of it, so 2640, 2650, 2660, and then you'll have a bit of a spike down for the next maybe week. So I'm banking on, I'd say more than a 50% chance that we open next week, we spike at 2650-ish, and then maybe that week or next two that we see a little bit of downward movement. Could be completely wrong, but that's just my one scenario right there. If we do find major resistance at 2,650, then just watch this upper trend line right here. Just watch this right there, and you want to see that bounce and hold as support, and then that would set up the next move to go higher and then finally break above the mother of all trend lines. If when we do break the mother of all trend lines, whenever that happens, I don't know when it's going to happen, and neither do you. But the next major area of resistance is 2,875, anywhere up to, in my opinion, 3,000 US dollars. 3,000 is a psychological value. 2,875 specifically is because it's a very key Fibonacci from the old highs of 1980 to the lows of the 1990s. Let me show you here. I don't know how much else you can hear from other people going around, but it's quite rowdy here. Let's see. So the old highs of 1980 and the old lows of the early 90s, and that's where you see these Fibonacci lines right here, and that coincides with the 4.236 at 2,873. Call it 2,875. That's why I've drawn in this box right here. So 2,875 all the way up to, again, it'll be a very psychological value, I'd imagine. So imagine, again, this is a quarterly time frame. Imagine we find a little spike here. Imagine if this happens, right? We find the spike here, then we close below the mother of all trend lines in September, which is the close of this quarterly candle. Then we open October, and many people call October Uptober. So imagine then that sails through for the month of October. I'm not saying this is happening, just bear this in mind, right? If we're just continuing to be ultra bullish on gold, and then we find resistance around about that area, that would be a nice little move in October. And then what you will see at some point, and it will happen, I'll give you an 80-90% guarantee that when you break out of here, then you will at some point come and test the mother of all trend lines. That's such a large, important trend line that once you break out of it, whenever that happens, it will absolutely come back to test it at some point. Okay, so just watch for that. Nothing goes up forever, so watch for the breakout eventually, and then that retest. For me, that would be a really good signal. Let's say you break out and then you have the retest and the bounce. That's the confirmation that, bull run for, we're already in a bull run, but, for 5-10 years coming and much higher prices to come. Okay, break that mother of all trend lines, and that's great. And hold above it. That's very, very good. I'm going to go back and just read some quick comments, and then we'll get to silver, and we'll do platinum, and that's pretty much it. We'll get out of here because I'll do this. There we go. I'll do that just so I'm not showing other people and all that kind of stuff. Okay. Once again, if you just joined me live, I'm coming to you from the P&O Pacific Adventure right here on a cruise ship, man. Working hard for the money, but then enjoying my mornings off and my days off too. So again, performed last night, performing tonight, and then I've got a full day off and night off tomorrow, and back into port on Monday. Any more? Let's do some quick comments right here. Let's see. So comments right here. Need to find something to slurp. Yeah, you already did that. I wish I could show you the comments today. Oh, there we go. Now they're coming up. Fantastic. Mark Florida says, nice yacht, Joe. Was not aware that your businesses were doing that well. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, my social media coaching, my social media business coaching is just going such great guns that I own this thing now. That's right, and they're all passengers and they're paying me a lot of money. So, you know, as the CEO and as the captain of the ship, I can just roam around and do. I also steer the ship as well. I've got it on autopilot right now, so you know, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Let's see. Naka says, all good. I don't think all the comments are coming in straight away, but that's okay. Get away, flies. Yes, hit the like button, people. Naka's O'Reilly, hit the like button. GMS says, Greg C, great to see you. Yeah, there's an earlier comment, so I can't see all of them. And I'll just go a few more comments down the bottom here. Chris Phipps says, GMS, nice to close out the final trading day of summer on a high. Final trading day of summer, is it? Okay. How's it the final trading day of summer? Is that because of the, I don't know, tell me. It looks like your internet, Lance says, looks better than your internet at home. I'd actually probably agree with that. Nakas O'Reilly says, hit the like button, yes. Jason Ethworth says, lady over your shoulder looking to be a star. That's right. All right, let's get straight on to silver. Let's take a look at silver, everyone. All right, I can relax and do this again. There we go. Let's take a look at silver. Let me see. Okay, silver on the... Everyone see my head? There you go. Who doesn't want to see my head? Come on. Silver on the quarterly. So let's go back to the weekly. Silver on the weekly time frame. We closed the week, and this is good. This is a good start. Okay, we've closed the week above 31 US dollars. Okay, so that's good. Let's see on the daily time frame. As you know, what we did, we rip-roared back up from, gee, what do you know, that support area. So I had this trend line drawn in for a while. A couple of days ago, a few days ago when we broke out, we failed to close 31. You know, 31 is my final hurdle on a monthly time frame. My final hurdle. So if we close any month, and it's a month, not a day, not a week, but a month, above 31 US dollars, that tells me 100% in a bull market, not 99% where we are now, but 100%, okay? Barring black swan events, barring things we can't see, massive market manipulation, all that stuff, you know, tamping it down, JP Morgan, HSBC, and all that kind of stuff, as we know. But barring that, okay? So if we close a month above it, 100% bull market. But we failed. We broke out of this trend line right here, and that was good to see. We broke out, failed to close on a daily time frame. Again, this is the daily time frame. Failed to close on the day. Failed to close for a third time on the day, and it ended as a red candle. And it's really obvious stuff, right? Anyone can do this, right? It's pretty obvious. When you break out of an area, you tend to, not always, but you tend to revisit it. So we did draw in this purple box area. This purple box area was signaling anywhere between $30.20 and this trend line, depended on when it hit. And we talk about closes, we don't talk about spikes, okay? You can certainly spike down lower, which we did. We spiked down lower, so a couple of days ago, we spiked down to 29... We spiked... 29.70. We spiked down to 29.70, but we closed above it. That was a good signal, okay? We spiked, but we closed above the trend line. Good signal. And then on that day, before this candle, I did say, now watch out for here on the intraday. It was... I did say, watch out. What you want to see is just a quick bounce off there and onwards and upwards. We've seen that, okay? And then we rip-roared right back up, and we actually technically made a higher high in the intraday on the daily. So look at that. Look at that. It's like a perfect little trend line. Let me go this on the 4-hour. The internet probably is better than home. I have really massive issues with the internet at home. Look at that. That's kind of, you see that? It's a bit of a trend line forming. It's a bit of a wide trend line. Okay. So that's something like that. Don't worry about that. Okay, but on the daily, you can see really, really clearly, we failed to close. And that, even though we rip-roared up, we failed to close the day. And yesterday, and we've closed for the week, we've finally closed a day above 31. That's a good start. So closing a day and closing a week above 31 US dollars, it's a great start. We're not all the way there yet for me. As one astute subscriber said in the comments of one of the videos was, yeah, but you know, watch out for the tamp down, watch out for the powers that be, whatever, to push it back below 31 to close the month below 31. And I'm like, yeah, you know what, that could very much be the case. It can't go on forever. It has to pump higher eventually. They can't let it just stick around this kind of area. And I think this, this could be the time. But we just need to open next week and really sail through and sail convincingly above 31. And then hopefully we don't get tamped. If we close this month, I tell you now, if we close this month above, or any month above this level right here, 31 US dollars, again, it's a key Fibonacci from old highs and old lows from the 1980s and early 90s, just like with gold. Okay, we close that, full bull for me. But we've got 9-10 days to do it. So great start that we've closed a week above it. Let's just see what happens from here. Let's take a look at the relative strength index maybe. On the relative strength index, we've got room to move. Now look at this, right? We moved above this trend line, it came back and found support, and now we're on our tick upwards. Okay, so we've got a lot of room to move in the relative strength index to go into extremely overvalued territory on silver on the daily time frame. So that's good. So you've got room to move, which is a positive sign. And that's pretty much it, I think. On the weekly, let's have a look on the weekly. Yeah, on the weekly, we've broken above, so that's good. So, great news. We've closed above this trend line right here on the relative strength index. On the weekly, we've closed above it. Again, we did a spike and then closed below. We spiked above. That's also a good sign. Am I saying it's 100% going up from here? No. So loud in here. I don't know if you can hear all that. But everything's pointing in the good direction. Okay. And of course, anything can happen. We could just get tamped down by the powers that be and blip, 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 blip. Okay. Because they don't want to see the price go higher, and we do, they don't. So they are more powerful than us. But as I said, what can't go on forever won't go on forever. But that's it. Just watch silver. If we close below 31, okay, just could be a little blip. Watch the areas of, motion sickness people, don't mean to move around too much. I want to see no lower than, I'll remain here. Yeah, I'll just remain at the $29 area. I'm fine if we go all the way back down to 29. If we close any day, week, month below 29, that is not a good sign, and that means we would almost definitely come back down to the $26 level, the bottom end of my best buy zone. But we're nowhere near there. We're looking really, really good at the moment. Close the week above 31. Let's just close for the month. That is silver. And platinum. Platinum on the weekly time frame. Am I still coming through? Yes, I am. That is fantastic. Good to see. Okay, platinum on the weekly. Okay, look, here's a positive. This is the weekly time frame for platinum. We had gone into the area which I call the cautiously excited area. That's anywhere between the 2008 trend line, as you know, the thick yellow line, and this smaller trend line right here. I'm in the cautiously excited. We had a dip, but we've closed the week within that cautiously excited range. So technically I have to say I am cautiously excited for platinum. That's really all you need to know. I guess we've just got to watch out for closing days and weeks below the thicker yellow line. The thicker yellow line is the trend line that goes all the way back to February of 2008, where we have consistently tried and failed to stay above it for a very, very long time. This is February of 2021. Tried, failed for any significant period of time. Again, this is the weekly time. You can have a bunch of weeks where above, and then it just goes, no, you don't. Okay, and it's trying once again. We've closed the week above it. Look, that's a positive sign. I want to see a quick turnaround. I did say, and I have been saying that this, remember this, we talked about this thing, was a failed head and shoulders pattern. So I have been saying, because it was a failed head and shoulders pattern, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, it did fail, so it was invalidated. So I did say a fast move to the upside is probably coming. I'll remain with that, and the positive is that we've closed above the trend line for the weekly. So that's good. I won't get excited for platinum until we're above this trend line right here. That's around about 1,015 US dollars. As you know, new subscribers won't get ultra uber bullish for platinum until we close my final hurdle, 1,115. And that's it. If we go back into this area, I will be depressed, cautiously excited, getting excited, uns, party time, 80s style. That's pretty much all you need to know. Gold to silver ratio. Gold to silver ratio is still below this trend line, so that is still, we closed below it, so that's good for silver. Okay, so one, we're below this trend line, good for silver. We just want to see it close below this trend line and close below 80.5, and that signals to me much lower ratio number coming, which means silver will continue to outperform gold. So we're below it. Okay, good news for silver. That's all you need to know. I think that's it, people. I'm not going to do a chart request. I'm not going to do anything like that because I'm on a cruise ship. I've got some. I didn't want to be on the cruise and not do a show for you guys because I love my GMS family. Love my GMS family. So we'll do some final shout outs and then we shall get out of here once again, coming to you from the P&O Pacific Adventure. Look at this. I'm at the back of the ship, obviously, because you can see what do they call that? The wake? I guess you call that the wake right there. At the back on the pool deck, etc. And and then I'll get the hell out of here. Final comments, and then we'll go. Let's see. Any more comments? No, I'll have to go to the live one. There we go. So, 7 says, let's go. No, Joe Allen says, Joe Allen, great to see you on the show, mate. Joe Allen says, we will all be affording yachts if silver continues. Yeah, maybe. Silver Fox says the background noise isn't an issue. Thanks, Silver Fox. Lance says, what a chart pattern. Nice cup and handle. Yes, that's right. It's the world's largest cup and handle on the silver. 7 says, up. I didn't mean that. You all saw that. Sorry, didn't mean to. Plus, we have had a drop in the US dollar, so a rise in AU. So plus we've had a drop in the dollar, so a rise in gold. Yes, this also has had an impact on silver spot. Silver is looking very good. I would say silver is looking very good. Again, we've closed the week above 31. Great, we've just got to close that month. Any month above 31 US dollars, and we're looking really good. Lance says Mr. Slammy must have been on holidays this week. Yeah, so people are thinking that Mr. Slammy is coming at the end of the month, and it would make sense if it did. I mean, it would be kind of par for course, wouldn't it, if Mr. Slammy comes in the last week of September, and then goes, haha, silver sucked in. We'll see what happens. Minister 988 says, thanks again, Joe. No problem. CT says, yes, thank you. Have fun. And 7 says, cruising is awesome. Yeah, I've done a couple of cruises. I've never done a cruise just as a recreational thing. It's always been part of work. But I got to say, it's a good bit of work. Now I miss my family. The partner's doing it, on her own with a little bit of help from grandparents and whatnot. Back at home, 2 rambunctious young boys. But Daddy's got to pay the bills. And so that's how I do it. Entertainer for 25 years, get asked to do these things last minute, and so I jump on board and, working with lovely, wonderful musicians and get to spend a lovely day out in the cruising sun, etc. And then I'll perform again tonight. Can I show you, just really quickly, can I find it? Give me 1 sec. I think I can. I'm going to show you. I'm going to share the screen. I won't share the screen, but I'm just going to find the photo that I sent. And I'll try and get it up, because are you ready all for a laugh? Are you all ready for a good laugh? Okay, here we go. I'm going to give you an all good laugh. Now, I'm not putting it in the thing so you can use it for further thing. I'm going to share it really quickly. Okay, here is me in full 80s dress, makeup, the whole deal. Ready? And I'll let you all laugh. Here we go. Okay, that's me. Yes, that's my own hair, eyeliner, stuff. Look at that. So they provide all the costumes, etc. So I didn't have to make any of this myself. This is all provided from Forever 80s, the 80s tribute, and that was me last night in the atrium in the sort of the lobby of the cruise ship. Now, but tonight we're coming to you. Well, not to you, but we're going to be on the Lido deck. So that's me. Yes, doing blue steel. Okay. No, you may not. No, you may not. You may not screenshot it. And I probably left it up too long. You're probably screenshotting it. And I'm going to get some comments now, and then I'm going to get out of here. Yeah, exactly. So Zenny, welcome to the show, Zenny. I wish I could show you my. I wish you could show you all the comments. Now we can show you the comments. Yeah, they're coming up periodically. Nakas O'Reilly says, "Do you know the band members, and is it hard to fit in at such short notice?" That's a great question. All right, bit of an entertainment kind of question. Yes, I do. I do know the band members. I actually worked with a bunch of them for the first time a couple of weeks ago. But it's funny in this industry, you know each other. So I've known the managers of the band for a long time, and they've asked me over the years, "Hey Joe, can you fill in because this person's sick or this person's whatever?" And I've always been gigging, always, and I've always had to say, "Oh, I'd love to, but sorry, I can't because I'm already working." And it just happened to be, it just kind of timing wise, a couple of weeks ago they said, "Are you free for this thing?" I said, "Oh, I'm actually free." So I actually got to work with them for the first time, met a whole bunch of new people, which I'd always known about. And it's like, oh, good to put the face to the name and all that. And we did the gig. It was really good. It was a gig in Crown in Melbourne, and with this particular 80s band. And then just on Monday they said, "Well, hey, we need you again. Can you do this cruise?" And then so I do know them. I've gotten to know some of them for the first time, but we're all musos. We all have a similar kind of personality, and we all get along. And then the drummer on this one is someone I've worked with for many, many years, on and off. So it was like, "Hey, bro, good to see you." So it's a good little catch up as well. Nice duck face, says Jason. I call that the blue steel, not the duck face, says Jason Ashworth. Too late, too late. You've screenshotted it. I knew one of you would. Oh yeah, and it's on replay, so you can. No, I'm never going to live this down. Someone's going to put it on a T-shirt. The whole deal. All right, people. I'm going to get out of here. Let's do the final synchronized slurp, shall we? Because I've got stuff to do. Nakas O'Reilly says weekend show is a great way to cover the week. Yeah, a weekend show. I'll think about it. And I've got a few watches, so that's good. Maybe. All right, people. Let's do it. Let's do the final synchronized slurp, and I'll get out of here. Where's my thing? There we go. All right. Here we go. Grab your tasty beverage. I'll grab my tasty beverage, and also I'll give you one final look at the P&O Pacific Adventure cruise ship. We'll do that first, then we'll do the synchronized slurp. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you. Look at this. Isn't that cool? I can't show you the rest of the ship because that'd take a long time. All right, people. I know, and now I'm getting weird looks, so it's getting more busy. So I better go. All right, people. Let's do the final synchronized slurp in 3, 2, 1, go. That has been Good Morning Stackers for Saturday, 21st of September 2024, cruise ship edition. What else have I got to say? Enjoy your weekend wherever you are. I'm going to enjoy mine. Again, the performance tonight, day off, night off tomorrow, and I hope you're thinking about me while you're in cold Melbourne or wherever you are in the world, and you just think of me just lying on a deck chair somewhere tomorrow, coffee in hand, book maybe, and just think of me and how tough it is that I'm doing it amongst getting to perform for people. It's really tough, guys. Okay, it's really tough, and that's it. All right, stay safe, stay informed, keep stacking. See you on Monday. See ya.